Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Brandon. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, commentaries, randomness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this request is interesting, in which the topic is the top 5 hottest actresses in Sylvester Stallone films. He doesn't say the best actresses, he doesn't say the best characters or the best roles, he says the hottest actresses. So I had to think about that for a bit. And number one, it's gotta be Sandra Bullock. I am a big, huge Sandra Bullock fan. She is my favorite actress. Not only because I think she's hot, she's beautiful, but I think she's very talented. And when she was in Demolition Man, Speed, The Blind Side, Gravity, and so forth, The Heat, she's one of the main reasons why I liked The Heat. Just a big fan of hers, and I even enjoyed The Net from back in the 90s. And I think she's pretty hot. As well as I think she did a wonderful job working with Sylvester Stallone. The whole VR sex thing, the way that came about, the reactions both had to each other when Stallone's like, "What did the mumbo jumbo?" Love Sandra Bullock in Demolition Man. Number 2, for hottest actresses in Stallone films, I put Diane Lane from Judge Dredd. I don't like the Judge Dredd movie with Stallone. I much prefer the Carl Urban Dredd. But I do think Diane Lane, she is beautiful. She's easy on the eyes. And other films as well. She was in this one called Untraceable. She was in the Richard Gere film Unfaithful, I believe. I think she was in Murder at 1600. Wesley Snipes. I could be wrong on that. And again, while I have a lot of problems with Judge Dredd and a lot of issues with the writing and some of the acting, I do like Diane Lane. I do think she's beautiful and easy on the eyes. And Sandra Bullock, Diane Lane are definitely top 2 for me for the hottest actresses in Stallone films. Number 3, Julia Nixon, Ko from Rambo for Split Part 2. Maybe it's also the way the characters play, where she's sweet and she is kind to Rambo, and that also helps with her beauty. But also I think she's a good looking lady, and one of those characters I always felt sorry for when she did the right thing. She wanted to help out Rambo, saves Rambo, gets him out of being tortured, gets killed for it. But again, I know this is not about the best characters or the best, it's about hottest. But yeah, Julia Nixon, always liked her. Always thought she looked hot. And I like Asian ladies. You know, they're hot as well. Number 4, I picked Darlene Flugel. Now that's the one who played Melissa, the girlfriend, in Lockup. She would be in other films too. She was in Standard Cop, which I still have to pick up the Venator Syndrome release. Actually, there's Standard Cop and Standard Cop 2 that came out. Really love Lockup first off. I think that's a very underrated Sylvester Stallone film, where he's in prison and Donald Sutherland is the warden that's just a piece of trash. You got Sonny Landham, you got Tom Sizemore. I love Lockup, but Melissa, the beautiful lady, She's not in the film too much. She's a bit at the beginning, a bit at the end. She pops up from time to time. Being a beautiful woman. And number 5, this is kind of a cheat, but Charisma Carpenter, The Expendables. I say it's kind of a cheat because she's not the girlfriend or anything of Stallone. She's the lady of Jason Statham's character. But the guy said the top 5 hottest actresses in Stallone films. Not ones that play Stallone's girlfriend or wife, but in Stallone films. And so I gotta put Charisma Carpenter on there. She's a beautiful lady. I remember her from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Even though her character was a bit of a douche, because that's what the character was supposed to be. I always thought she was a very hot to trot type of lady. So yeah, Sandra Bullock, Diane Lane, Julia Nixon, Darlene Fluto, and Charisma Carpenter, I think, are the 5 hottest actresses in Stallone films. Now, if you were to ask me female roles, like the 5 favorite female roles, I'll give a little bonus. Number 1 would still be Sandra Bullock, because I love her character. I love how she's gun-ho about the past, but at the same time still kind of knowledgeable, but still naive. You really licked his ass. No, kicked his ass. Let's blow this guy away. Blow this guy away. She has a way with words. It's naivete, but it's not annoying. In a lesser person's hands, that role could be very irritating. That's why the original choice for Demolition Man was, what was her name? Lori Petty. I don't mind Lori Petty, but I don't know if she would have worked in that role like Sandra Bullock did. Although I like Lori Petty and Tank Girl and In the Army Now with Pauly Shore. Number 2 would be Talia Shire, Adrian. Just the thing with Adrian, she's a good-looking lady, but I never found her hot. I never found her sexy. Maybe because the age I saw her at, I kind of looked at her as a motherly figure. I know that sounds stupid because maybe growing up with the Rocky sequels and of course the mother of, Rocky's child, and I never looked at her in that way, but I do think she's a wonderful character. It's a great love story between Rocky and Adrian. From the very beginning, with the freeze frame. Rocky 2, her telling him to win. Rocky 3, standing up to him. It's okay to be afraid. Character-wise, she's definitely one of the best female characters that Stallone worked with, performed on screen with. It's definitely Talia Shire as Adrian. Again, I just never found her hot. This is the difference between hot and good looking, meaning she's not ugly by far. Hot is a certain almost guttural reaction when you say she's hot. As in anytime someone goes, she's hot, the boner just... But best character, Talia Shire Adrian would be on there. Number 3, Janine Turner, Cliffhanger. Always liked her character. Plus Cliffhanger is a personal favorite of mine. Number 4 would be Ko, still from Rambo First Blood Part 2. Just always felt sorry for her. And number 5, for characters, I actually don't mind Brigitte Nielsen's character in Cobra. Maybe because Cobra is, again, a personal favorite of mine. I actually think Brigitte Nielsen, I honestly would say her best performance was in Cobra. Like, I could see issues people have with her in Red Sonja. I mean, I've seen much, much worse. I think Megan Fox is a worse actress than Brigitte Nielsen in Cobra, but also in Red Sonja. And Rocky IV is a smaller role, but she fit the role well, but I actually liked her, and Brigitte Nielsen was likable to me in Cobra. Maybe, I don't know, the way she looked being very different helped as well. But you would see Brigitte Nielsen in interviews, and she played the villain almost too well in Beverly Hills Cop 2. But I liked her. She kind of let her guard down, and she was. I don't think. I never had an issue with her in Cobra that so many people did. But that's why I was kind of floundering about, because there's all this worst actress in a movie. And I'm like, really? If you say that for Red Sonja, I'm like, I've seen much worse. If you say that about Cobra, I'm like, no. Now we're just picking on her. Come on. So, I love the film Cobra, and I think that's Brigitte Nielsen's best role and best performance. Because, again, her guard was let down. She didn't have this sort of steely ego, which, again, made her play in Rocky 4 and Beverly Hills Cop 2 fit well. But I think that's because that feels like more her personality in real life. But again, the Cobra felt it was against her type, and that's I think what makes it stronger is that she played against her usual type, and I think she succeeded. So, yeah, Sandra Bullock, Talia Shire, Janine Turner, Cole, and Brigitte Nielsen. Those characters they played are my favorite female characters. But 5 hottest would be Sandra Bullock, Diane Lane, Julia Nixon, Darlene Flugelhorn, and Charisma Carpenter. So I don't know how else to end this video. Gotta go take a bath to wash my mind. Actually, I'll just unscrew it and just dump a whole thing in a pot of water, so it sizzled down like a steak. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.